What happens when a single moment of aggression backfires so badly, it awakens one of the most dominant performances in WNBA history. Tonight, we're breaking down the moment Angel Reese made a decision that would instantly change the entire game and possibly her night. Because what she didn't realize was that she just triggered Caitlin Clark. And what came next was complete destruction.
Man, this just went down. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese going at it. More so, Angel Reese going at Caitlin.
Before the incident, the energy was already intense. The Indiana Fever were in control. The crowd was electric. And Caitlin Clark was settling into her rhythm. But tensions were rising. There's history here. A rivalry that dates back to college, back to the 2023 NCAA championship, where Reese and Clark's first major clash sparked a national debate about competitiveness, confidence, and sportsmanship. Since then, every matchup between them has carried weight. And tonight, that tension was about to explode.
My goodness gracious. Destroyed the sky in front of a sold-out 17+ thousand. Fouled Angel Reese. Angel Reese loses her mind, tries to fight Caitlin Clark. It's glorious. The season is back. It is on. A triple-double in the first game back.
It starts with a routine possession, a rebound, a push, then contact. Angel Reese goes up strong after a play that immediately caught the attention of Clark. Clark reacts instantly, gesturing toward the referees. She saw something she believed was a foul. Seconds later, everything changes. Clark makes a split-second decision. She fouls Reese hard on the break.
If you guys didn't see, right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys. She turns to the refs, she's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. Caitlin Clark runs over and fouls her hard and Angel Reese falls to the ground. Basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. And what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard. And that is exactly what it looked like to me. She went for the ball. She went across her body. Now Angel got tied up in it and she did fall.
Reese hits the floor. The crowd gasps. And then, the moment that changes everything. The officials review the play. What was once a common foul becomes a flagrant one.
Angel Reese gets up. Aaliyah Boston shoves her, gives her a little stiffy. Hey, don't come at Caitlin. But look at her. Angel Reese upset. Oh my gosh. Hey man, this was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed. Look at her. She was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out. Well, what's going on? I thought Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were cool. But I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. Ooh. I mean, she was getting after it, fam. Oh my goodness. Now, the funny thing was Caitlin Clark sniffing, walking away. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good angle. Oh yeah, look. Watch Caitlin Clark's face right here. Watch this.
That call, it ignites something. Reese gets up and immediately heads toward Clark. This isn't just frustration. This is confrontation. Body language says everything. Locked eyes. Tension rising. Teammates intervene. And the benches start to react.
She came away with 20 points, 4 blocks, that's a career high for her, 2 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Like, who are you, Caitlin Clark?
Hey, look. One thing about this Indiana Fever team, you better come correct, man. Because if you try to do anything to anybody, look over your shoulder, man. Look over your shoulder. Because somebody is coming with some get back. They are taking up for each other. Even Stephanie White got hot.
But here's the twist. While Reese was focused on sending a message, Clark was focused on something else entirely: basketball.
Caitlin Clark is back with revenge and not taking any mess. You understand me? Trip dub Caitlin Clark for the first game. Oh my gosh. A blowout win. Ridiculous. But man, Angel Reese pissed. I mean, there's some type of vendetta. There's some type of vendetta. You're not this mad off of a hard foul, fam. You're not this mad. All right? There's something more going on, that's not meeting the eye right now. That's how I feel. There's no way you're this mad off of a hard foul. Maybe you get up and be like, hey, all right, now that was a little much. That was a little bit too much.
What happens next is where everything flips, because instead of being shaken, Caitlin Clark elevates. She doesn't respond emotionally. She responds dominantly. Triples, assists, rebounds, defense. Every possession becomes a statement. And then it happens. The stat line begins to build. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, a triple-double in a season opener. A performance never seen before in WNBA history. Now look at Reese. The frustration grows. Missed shots, body language drops, energy shifts. Because the very moment she tried to assert dominance, it did the opposite. It unlocked Clark. Final score: a blowout. And the message? Clear. If you try to attack Caitlin Clark, you better be ready for what comes next.
You want to fight? Look at her. Angel Reese pulling the jersey up and everything. She's like, forget basketball. She cussing at her. Oh my gosh. This was nuts. This was a crazy moment in the game.
What a game, folks. This was crazy. Caitlin Clark recorded the first triple-double in a season opener in WNBA history. But are you surprised? Because
This isn't just about one game. This is about a growing rivalry. One that includes NCAA finals history, media debates, physical matchups, social media wars, and now a professional level showdown. Analysts are split. Some call it a basketball play. Others see a deeper message. But one thing is undeniable. Caitlin Clark thrives under pressure. And moments like this define careers. So where does this go from here? A rivalry? A rematch? Or something even bigger? Because if this is just the beginning, then the WNBA may be witnessing the start of one of the most intense storylines in modern sports. Do you think Angel Reese went too far? Or was this just competitive basketball? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because this story is far from over. The rivalry and narrative surrounding Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has now grown into one of the most talked about and analyzed storylines in all of sports, not just because of a single incident or a single game, but because of how every moment between them seems to carry meaning, emotion, and long-term impact, creating a storyline that blends competition, rivalry, media influence, and fan culture into something far bigger than basketball alone, where every time these two athletes step on the court, it feels like the entire sports world pauses to watch what will happen next, and that anticipation only continues to grow as both players develop their own identities, with Reese representing intensity, physical presence, and unapologetic confidence, while Clark represents precision, creativity, and a calm dominance that allows her to control games in ways that feel effortless yet highly effective. And when these two styles collide, the result is not just entertaining, it becomes a defining moment that fuels debate, drives headlines, and creates viral content that spreads across the world within minutes, turning every highlight, every foul, every reaction into a piece of a larger story that fans and analysts dissect from every possible angle, while the pressure of expectation continues to rise as Clark's performances draw comparisons to legendary figures like Michael Jordan. And Reese's competitive fire continues to spark discussions about toughness, leadership, and the evolution of the game. And as the WNBA continues to gain global attention, this rivalry is playing a crucial role in elevating the league's visibility, attracting new audiences, increasing ratings, and creating a level of excitement that the sport has rarely seen before. Because beyond the highlights and controversies lies a deeper truth. that rivalries like this are what makes sports unforgettable, turning individual games into moments in history and transforming players into symbols of an era. And as long as both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese continue to push each other, challenge each other, and rise to the moment under the brightest lights, this storyline will only grow bigger, more intense, and more impactful, ensuring that fans, media, and future generations will look back at this era as a turning point where women's basketball reached new heights and where two incredible athletes helped redefine what it means to compete, to lead, and to dominate on the biggest stage.